everyone. Welcome back after the break. We all have been listening to various interesting topics today. Hope you're all enjoying, and I'm enjoying the testing talks conference, interactive sessions with a lot of many people that I've met today, and I'm thankful for it. And I'm very excited to present the topic, interactive exploratory testing, along with our founder of Testing Talks and our very own practice lead at Bunnings, Cameron Bradley. Can I quickly ask for a show of hands for the team members who are not part of testing? Wow, that's great. So this topic is not only for testers, it is for everyone who is supporting or directly or indirectly supporting in releasing a quality software product. So the title is Interactive Exploratory Testing. So let's look at what an exploratory testing is. It is an approach to software testing where we simultaneously learn, test design, and test execute. So we kind of explore the product. While exploring, we kind of learn, test design, and execute. And this term was coined by Sam Kanner, and he's a great proponent of context-driven testing. With that, I would like to give an overview of what we will be covering today. It's about mob testing. So we'll learn what a mob testing is, how do we conduct a mob testing, and what are its advantages. And the next testing technique is BugBash. Again, we'll talk about what a BugBash is, what are its powers, and how we can plan and run a successful BugBash. And the third technique is CrowdTesting. And we will talk about what a CrowdTesting is, its advantages, and what are the challenges. And it is also, and all these sessions will have a practice session. So it's going to be more interactive, and it's going to be more fun. Let's make it more fun together. And followed by a Q&A. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sarmila and I've been a passionate tester for about 16 years and have worked on multiple domains, such as Bluetooth lower stack and embedded systems like data loggers, heart rate monitoring devices, cancer diagnostic systems, transport logistic management systems, superannuation, and I've met a few friends from superannuation industry today, and now I'm testing the retail in Bunnings. I enjoy and love my job. I hope many of you would be in the same boat as me, because it provides me greater satisfaction in exploring the products, learning new domains, technologies, tools, and applying them in real time, and so that I can support to release a quality product. Now, would like to pass on to Cam. I'm sure you need no introduction, but yeah.
I'm not going to do much of an introduction, but I will say this, it's people like Sarmila that make me jump out of bed in the morning to come to work. You know, her passion for testing, her love of testing is probably already starting to shine through, but you're going to see it in this session as well. It's just an honour to be standing up here as your assistant, Seville. Let's go forward.
So, yeah, we'll move on to a few words from you.
So, you know, we're privileged to work for Bunnings, and, you know, it's an incredible place to work. If you'd asked me 3 or 4 years ago, would I work for Buddings Digital, I would have probably said, does that exist? Is that a thing? I'd never really heard of it. But what's amazing is they've got big plans now. You know, they're building an in-house team. They want to build the #1 online retailer. They want to make the experience on the website as good as the experience in the store. So it's a great place to work. They're investing heavily in local talent, and I love working for companies that are investing in local Australian talent. Sarmila?
So we are going to have this as an interactive exploratory testing session, and after all the topics that we are going to discuss, we'll have handout prizes, and it's going to be interactive, so be prepared and let's have fun. And these are the prizes, and Bunnings have sponsored these prizes. It's always awesome to have Bunnings prizes. I love them. And everyone loves Bunnings, I believe. Cool. With that, I would like to move on to mob testing. This is our first exploratory testing technique that we'll be talking about. Mob testing is an effective way to encourage the entire team to participate in testing. So how do we do this? we involve a group of people from different disciplines to test the system or the application using one device. So that's the key here, using one device. And here, the disciplines will be by product owners, business analysts, UX designers, developers, testers, sales, support, end users. Basically, anyone and everyone who is interested in supporting to release a quality product. And why mob testing? What are its benefits? So when we work in a group, team members tend to observe and learn from the others. And we see things what we have never thought of or what we would have missed. And this is helping us to acquire a lot of implicit knowledge. And that way, we also build a map of the application in the mind. Building a map generally gives a lot of knowledge about the application very easily. And many times, we have a confirmation bias when we work with a product. And we approach on that confirmation bias in our test design or execution. But when we work in a group, we tend to follow others, or when we tend to observe others and thereby work away from the confirmation bias. And we can see things with a different perspective from the knowledge of others that we would have never thought of. And different people have different ideas, experiences with different tools, expertise of different tools. And in this session, the different expertise, knowledge, all those things can be introduced to the wider team. And also, it is a platform where you can vocalize your ideas. In that way, it helps to public speak as well, like me. And how do we do mob testing? To understand that, we have to understand what are the roles and rules. So to start with the roles, we have a driver, a navigator, designated driver, a note taker. A driver is the person who has access to the keyboard. And he is the only person who has access to the keyboard, and he should be following the instructions from the navigators. Say the navigators can say, okay, now start to click on the button, or type a text, or navigate to this page. There are a few instructions like that. And when a group of people are working together, there are many brilliant ideas. And when we wanted to execute all of them, it become a mess. So the designated driver in this space, the role is here to say, make a final call on which instruction or which idea to be executed first, so that there's no confusion and everyone will get their chance to execute their ideas. And navigators are the persons who are other team members giving out instructions. Note taker is the person who will log the bugs or the defects that we are trying to find in the group. So with that, we'll talk about the rules. The instructions given by the navigators should be at the highest level of abstraction. And the driver cannot decide for himself just by sitting in front of the screen. He has to just follow the instructions. That is the strong style navigation. And this process should be rotated frequently. So when I say frequently, it can be every 5 minutes, or it depends on the team that they agreed for. Or it can be based on the task at the hand. If the task requires more time, or it's in a flow that it requires a little bit more completion, then we don't be very strict with the timelines there. So after that, post-mobbing. So it's a time-boxed activity. We can't do this. We can do this session if all the team interests in doing this mobbing for a long time, but generally it is advisable to have a time-boxed activity, and then after that session, we can retrospect about the issues found and give a feedback. I would like to cover a little bit more about the intent, so the highest level of abstraction. When I say highest level of abstraction, the driver and the navigator can communicate, and the communication starts with giving an intent. Say, okay, I wanted to test the search functionality. And when the navigator doesn't find enough information about that, when the driver is not able to follow that instruction, then the navigator can go one step down to give exact location of where to search. And then when even that is not enough for the driver to execute the instruction, then they go for the next level, even finer detail. Say, for this example of the search functionality, the instruction from the driver starts with, oh, let's open the application and start to search the search functionality. And the driver is opening the application. But if he's not able to find where the search functionality is, then the navigator can say, okay, let's look at the menu option. And then if still the driver is not able to find, then you can say, okay, let's use the shortcut and type Control F. So this is what kind of abstraction level that it starts with. And a strong style navigation is the next step, which is very much like this quote, because it gives, I feel that for an idea to go from head to computer, it must go through someone else's hand. Many a times, even when I just type in something which is in my head, I kind of tend to miss something, and I ask someone else to look over my shoulders, because someone else can have a different opinion, and they might be able to help me to spot. But when we do this way, we kind of create a space where there can happen multiple discussions about the instruction or the intent behind the test, and if required, we can refine it further or improve the intent and before executing the test. This opens up a lot of communication and builds a lot of strength relationship between the teams. So with this, I would like to pass on to Cam for further instructions.
All right. It's about to get a little bit crazy in here, everyone, and I'm not talking about getting naked. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do mob testing together. So we've got a great group of fellow helpers as well, in Zach, Nishan, Nitin, Kevin. We're going to jump up and get ready to help us out with this. So what we're actually going to try and do now, it's going to be a little bit frantic, let's be honest, is we're going to actually split you guys up into a sort of groups among the audience, basically on 2 rows per 2 rows. So you'll end up with a sheet, basically this whole row, we'll have a sheet, this whole row, etc., etc. And you'll come together and you'll actually allocate one person to be the driver. So split out, jump up, everyone get up. Come on, bring it up. This is the part where we stretch. Come on, you in the back row, I see ya. Stand up, buddy. Come on. There we go. Come on, stand up, everyone. There we go. Awesome, team. All right, so you're going to have a sheet in each row, and you're going to come together. So if you're in that row, come together. And you're going to navigate to this website. One person is going to navigate to that website. I want you to all allocate a person. So just go together, have someone on the phone that navigates to this. hub.testingtalks.com.au. Now, if you successfully have navigated to this site, you'll see a Testing Talks Hub website. Yep. Awesome. All right, so what we're going to ask you to do is replicate the idea of mob testing. We know it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to give it a go. So I want you all to fill in your sheets using mob testing, so basically getting together and working around that device and trying to find those defects. Note down your defects, and if your group wins, we will review the sheet. If your group wins, you get 30 of one of the prizes. So we've got the tennis balls for CrowdTesting. We've got these amazing Bunnings shades. They're actually really cool. I don't know who has a car shade these days, but they're amazing. Like, if you didn't have one, you'll love it after this. And some Frisbees as well. All right. So start documenting some of those defects down.
Is this, now, this is the place where the family...
Skip to the next one. We don't have time, we're already low. That's it, yep.
We had to kind of do that. All right. Go on. Go on. Yeah. Go to the next one. Yeah, perfect.
Who's already
All right. So we've got about 10 minutes to spend on this. So have a familiarization perhaps with the website as well. You want to navigate to the actual bug zone. So now that you've all had a play, navigate to the bug zone link, and it'll make the background go green, and then that's where a lot of the bugs are. So you go into the bug zone now, once you've familiarized yourself with the basic working. Is this working still? Is this working? So you should be on the. Wait, I don't think that's right.
Testing. Yep. So you should be on the hub playground now, just making sure. So it should have a green background, and that will be where you find a lot of the defects. So the first few minutes we familiarised with the purple, but now we're on the green. I told you it would be frantic.
He says to be even more louder. They can't hear.
We're not loud enough, apparently. We're not loud enough. Testing. Alright, so you should see the green website. Just making sure. We've still got about 8 or 9 minutes, Aswin. How long have we got? We've got 8 minutes. Keep finding those bugs. You'd be surprised how many bugs there are on the bug zone. So lovely to see everyone up and about, stretching the legs. This is what we want. So Sarmila, what are some good bugs that we could potentially find? Where would we be looking?
Some about the features or some on the UI levels.
I like that a lot. What about validation? There's always something in validation, let's be honest. Those validation bugs. What else could there be?
Do we give any clues, Cam?
What happens like when you search for something that doesn't exist? I don't even know, but I feel like it can't be a good thing. Hopefully there's some good validation for that. Is anyone validating the responses coming back, or is that too hard on a device? I don't know. Oh. So cool. So remember, mob testing, we're really trying to come together and direct a single driver. Now, I know not everyone's going to be doing that perfectly, but that is the idea of this part of the session. Seville, what happens if you refresh the page? I wonder what happens. I don't know. What? Awesome, we've still got 5 minutes, guys. If you think you're out of bugs, you may be. You may be that good, you found all the bugs. But hopefully you're not, and there's still a few in there. Thanks, Aswin. Thank you, Aswin. Testing. How we going, Aswin? How long? 3 minutes. Awesome. So keep in mind, we're going to be doing more exploratory testing techniques using this same website. So all this work you're doing to familiarise yourself with the app, as well as find defects, is really great. I got a feeling this team here is finding a lot of defects. They seem really like they're really giving it a crack. I see a lot more than one device, if I'll be honest. It's probably not a perfect example of mob testing, but like 10 devices in this group. I told you it would be hectic. I did. I knew it wasn't going to play out exactly as we expected. All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up that part of this exploratory testing session. It's time up on that, so what you need to do, and we need to do this as promptly as possible, is we need to give our sheets back to their organisers, the Bunnings organisers. So let's get those sheets back, everyone, so we can all get into those prize draws. Perfect. Now, I'm going to ask you to return to your seats for about 5 minutes or so before the next activity. So everyone, please take a seat, and that way we can get Sarmila able to talk again.
Thank you for your participation. It was an awesome energy in the room. And with that, we'll move on to the next exploratory testing technique. It is bug bash. So bug bash is an activity performed to find issues in a product through a short burst of intense usage. So, and again, how do we do this? Now, this time, we involve a group of people from different disciplines to test the application. The main point here is we use multiple devices, browsers, unlike the previous session. And individually, it will be used by different team members participating. Again, when I say different disciplines, like the MobTesting, will be disciplines from product owners, UX designers, business analysts, testers, developers, etc. And to understand what the power of a bug bash is, you would have experienced the power of MobTesting now, and let's look at the power of the bug bash. So it is effective in finding bugs, product gaps, usability issues, and potential improvements. When a feature comes for bug bash, it is of a production quality. And this bug bash gives additional buffer to use the product in every possible imaginable way so that we can quickly smoke out any residual bugs. And this could cover some edge cases or critical bugs before it gets released to the production. And it is an opportunity for everyone to learn different parts of the system. In our jobs, we would have seen that not everyone gets opportunity to work in all the systems that we use or develop. So this bug bash gives an opportunity for team members from a different area or different department to work with the bug bash of the product, and they get to learn the different part of the product. Doing this, it helps to improve cross-team collaboration, communication, and relationships. And also, it helps to build a shared responsibility and ownership of the quality in the organization. So quickly, let's look at how to prepare and run a successful bug bash. It starts with defining an entry criteria. When a feature is eligible for a bug bash, a certain entry criteria should be met. This is essential because we don't want poor quality builds getting pushed for bug bash and waste the time of multiple team members. When I say entry criteria, it could be, for an example, it could be that not more than 10 issues to be open. And it can vary from team to team, or the feature to be tested and the criticality of the feature on the test. And the next part of that is Conducting a preparation meeting. It's very essential and important to run a successful bug bash. And in this meeting, we define the roles, the features to be covered, list of known issues and bugs, problems, scope of the bug bash, test environment details, system access details, bug tracking tool and template. So the roles here will be the moderator, participant, and stager. The moderator is the person responsible for organizing and facilitating the bug bash. Participants, like as we all know, it is whoever is taking part in the bug bash. Stager is responsible for setting up the test environment and ensuring its uptime during the bug bash. The stager will work closely with the moderator so that if the participants are facing any challenges, they can find a solution to the problem and fix it during the bug bash. And like mob testing, this is also a time-boxed activity. And we'll send out a calendar invite so the participants can book their time. And during the day of the event, then we share all the preparation meeting details to all the participants. Maybe some would not have been able to know all the details. Many would not know all the details, so it's important to share the preparation details and fix a time frame to it. So generally, a bug bash is usually time boxed to 90 minutes. The first 10 minutes is where the moderator communicates the scope of the bug bash and the required instructions. And the next 60 minutes is completely focused and uninterrupted time for the participants to explore the application and report issues. And final 20 minutes will be to debrief, explain the bugs captured, and provide feedback on the feature. Cam, do you want to talk about the practice session that we had planned about?
So we were going to do a bug bash session as well, but our observations was that a lot of the groups all had their devices out, and so you kind of did a bug bash session already. So we're going to take that as a mob testing and a bug bashing session. What we're going to do is give a little bit more time for crowd testing, which should be a lot of fun just to finish out this. So what we'll do is we'll just get Sarmila to detail crowd testing, and then we'll kick off crowd testing to distribute the rest of the prizes. Ishan, no need to give out, organisers, no need to give out the sheet. What we'll do, we'll just raise our hand for the crowd testing portion. So we're not doing the sheets because we'll just skip over the bug bash since we kind of did both. Seville?
Yeah, thank you. So the third and the last exploratory testing technique is crowd testing. Crowd testing is all about allowing the real people to test the application in real time. It is not a replacement for in-house testing, but it is a complement to it. And it is one of the fastest and most flexible way to ensure releasing a high quality of product in a very short time with greater confidence. To look at the benefits of crowd testing. Crowd testing, when we say crowd, we have a diversity. Diversity is the key characteristics in crowd testing. And diversity can be categorized in two ways, one with the humans and the other with the environment details. When we say about humans, we can bring of people with different skills, background, different perspective, geographical varieties such as location, language, culture, different age groups. And when it comes to devices, devices could be a laptop, desktop, tab, mobile devices, different OS versions, different browsers, and other technical specifications. So this amount of diversity, having it in-house, is not possible for many people. So it is a great idea to have a crowd testing source for this. And greater scalability is an important feature, again, for crowd testing. When we really quickly wanted to ramp up our testing efforts, so then the crowd testing could be employed here. So for an example, if a feature needs to be released quickly within a specified time frame, or it has to be launched so that to beat the competition, the crowd testing gives the flexibility to scale the test effort with easiness. It is also cost effective, as we know, as there is no need to hire full-time developers or testers here. And testers for all around the world are available on assignment basis. So it is economical without any major investments. So having said all these good things, there are some challenges in crowd testing. The first one is communication. Communication is a very important key aspect to get any job done, be it online or remote. But when we have testers from different time zone, it becomes a greater difficulty if you want an immediate response, because the time zone difference is a greater hindrance. So setting the expectation of the communication delay with crowd testing would mitigate this issue. And next, overlooked quality. So when an application has simple defects and complex defects, with the crowd who doesn't have so much knowledge about the product, all the simple defects would be reported, and there's a very high chance of missing the complex issue. And even if we try to rotate a different set of testers, that will be the case. That is, the chance of missing a high complex bug is high. To overcome this issue, a combination of in-house testing and crowd testing should be used. Confidentiality is the next biggest issue that we see. If the feature that is developed are extremely sensitive and should not be shared with the outside world before the release, crowd testing is not the best choice. Tracking and managing with crowd testing quickly get out of control. When we employ a large group of people, managing a large group sometimes will lead to greater difficulties. And another aspect in that is when large number of people are testing, there will be large number of bugs reported. And if we don't have a good bug triage system, then we might not be able to address all the bugs efficiently. And lack of commitment is another issue. When testers start for crowd testing, they'll have all great interest, but when some other important tasks come into their life, crowd testing could be out of their task list. So there has to be some motivation. This has to be sensed first, and they have to be motivated. And tester selection. When we look at the crowd, we can have a group of amateur people and experts as well. So trying to find the right skill set with the right attitude for the job itself is going to be a difficult task. So I'm just going to quickly go through. I think I'm done here, but we have time limitation. So, and I want everyone to experience the crowd testing here. So with that, I'll move on to the next slide. Cam, over to you.
Thank you, Sarmila. All right, everyone. This is risky for testingtalks.com.au, but I'm going to ask you all to navigate to testingtalks.com.au on your devices. We're going to do some crowd testing. So how's this going to work? I backed up the database. I was literally that scared. But anyway, how this is going to work is we're going to get you to raise your hand with anything you might think is a bug, and if it's a genuine attempt, you're going to get either a Frisbee or a tennis ball branded by Bunnings. So just give it a go. I'm literally just going to, first hand up, give it a go. Just check out the site. If it's really slow, it's not the website. It's the Wi-Fi and this general area. Who raised their hand though on too slow? I'll give that one. All right. No, you've already won a prize. You have won a prize. All right, let's give her a prize. All right. We've got a hand. Yep, give that man a prize. Yep. Yeah, give that man a prize. Yes, sir. No, not loading ones. That's a cop out. I don't. No, give that person a prize. Oh, the site is coming under massive load. All right, it's not holding up to the performance testing. Hand up. If you... What was that, mate? Yep. Yep. Ooh, we don't want that prize over there. That's a good one. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just not, the connection around here is horrible. I don't. Yes. Yep, prize. Okay, no more application errors, guys, all right? Play nice. Try refreshing. It's possible that it's only being hosted on one Heroku dyno, which is why a sudden hit like this has killed it. But that was somewhat expected. We got hands right down the back. I'm going to have to come right down there, I think, because I'm not going to hear nothing. I'm heading down. What do we got down here? Yep, prize down here. Yep. Oh, how'd you get that? Oh, that's a worry. I'll have to fix that one. Can we get a bug down here? I mean, a prize down here? We've got a big bug down here. Yeah. That's a good one there. Thank you, sir. I wish I was documenting some of these down. What's this one? How'd you get that? What did you do? Did you just zoom in on it? Okay. I'm feeling like a few of these bugs are getting a little sus now. Give him a prize. Give him a prize. Yep. What do we got? Oh, that's not good. Reset password bug, apparently. Oh, God. I've got my work cut out for me. We got another one? Give her a prize. All right. So you guys are finding a lot of bugs, and it kind of makes me a bit scared. Yep. I've had that too many times now. We can't just keep raising the same bug team. Yes.
When I search something, you got 25 items to display, but there's no.
Oh, that's on the hub. No, so this is on the Testing Talks website. But nonetheless, give this man a bug because he found a bug. I mean, a bug is a bug. We'll just whoa, the application error, not counted. There's a load issue. What was that, mate? I do, but it's probably loading so slowly right now. It's not hitting. Yes. Prize. Bazara, you know you want a prize. Yes. No, that's that. We got that one already. Prize over here. Application locked. How are we going with the prizes? We wanted to give them all out, and I feel like we're doing well. Let's keep those hands coming up. Oh, wow. Okay. This one's going to come over here. Ooh, this is a good workout. Just running around. What we got? Prize over here. It's just a load issue at this point. Prize over here. Everyone's getting that application error. Lucky we're giving them out willy-nilly at the moment, I'll tell you what. If we actually had a bug board, I feel like we've got about 5 guys. Like 5 good ones, you know. Huh? What do we got? What was it? Oh, it's not a Bunnings website. Just so everyone's clear, this is not a Bunnings website. This is a website I built. Hence why I can take the hits, guys, all right? I can take the hits, all right? Well, I'll probably have to fix them all tonight because I take it pretty personally in my head, but... no more application errors. Give me a break on the application errors, guys. What do we got? We've got 3 more minutes. Oh, really? Which device you got, bud? All right. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, I've got to switch up sides for the last couple of minutes. I've been on this side a bit too long. One sec. Whew. All right. What do we got over here? What happened? Yeah. Oh, wow. That's not good. Prize over here. Right. Yes, sir. Yeah, cool. Give that man a prize. All right, any more bugs for the last minute gets 2 prizes. All right. Yep. I think it's load. Prize. All right. Yep. Oh, that's not good English by me. Prize. All right, everyone. How are the prizes holding up, team? We're going all right? We've still got a lot of prizes. All right, what we're going to do, anyone who didn't report an application error to me, raise your hand. Yeah, that's about 6 or 7 prizes right there. All right, let's just go. What we're going to do, how do we distribute the last couple of prizes? Ooh, this is tough. If we want a legal issue, yes we can. All right, yep. What do we got? Yeah, oh, wow, prize. We've got some bad HTML over there. Wowie. Yes, sir? Yeah, that's not good at all. Prize. 2 prizes. It's one for the family, one for you, mate. All right. I think we're just... Whoop. Is there any jugglers here? Raise your hand. Okay, someone raise their hand really quick in the back corner. Go give that one in the corner 3 balls, and we're all going to watch that person juggle. Yeah. All right, I'm going to hand it back to Sarmila to wrap us up. Thanks, Sarmila.
Yeah, thank you for your participation. It was very lovely and interesting, and I enjoyed as much as you enjoyed, all just by watching it too. And would like to announce the winner for the mob testing.
You go.
And it is the group 2 or team 2. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for listening. And as like the other sessions.
Guys, we've got one more prize up here. One moment. Hold on.
It's a quiz time.
Hold on. One more question.
They're coming together. Group 2.
No, this is, yeah, but for the extra.
This is the extra question.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop going now.
Yeah. Quiz time now. So I would like to know which disciplines participate in mob testing.
Congratulations. All right, everyone, that's us. Thank you.